Okay, here we go. Welcome to another episode of the Spiritual Sisters Podcast. This is Gabrielle Celeste, and are you guys ready for a spiritual girly chat with truly, I want to say, she's going to be uncomfortable, the baddest bitch that I know. The baddest bitch I know.
I cannot believe you just did that. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be back. Thank you so much for having me, Gabby.
Oh, it's the bestie, Maria, the most psychic person I know. I really mean that. Every time I say that, we go, okay, so background context, go check out the episodes with Maria on the show. She's been on, I think, twice before. And I talk to Maria literally every single day. And if it's a day that goes by, it's usually because she's busy with her family and I have to give her a break. But I usually refer to them as our church hour, my church hour specifically, because you're basically like my therapist and besties. So I'm so excited you're doing this. Thank you again.
Well, thank you. Yes, that's how I feel about our church sessions, for sure. I get so much out of them, and I could just not do the spiritual life without you. I adore you. So
I think we had to have like a little mini church sermon right before because the tech wasn't working. So it was like, oh, wait, we had to like clear out the energy just through like a regular like chit chat and stuff.
Yeah, and then you said Mercury retrograde. Right?
Well, yeah. And you said something about, you're like, what do you think this full moon's bringing us? And I was like, honestly, I'm like, yeah, we are recording at time of recording right on the precipice of the full moon in Capricorn. Mercury's about to go retrograde. Jupiter's about to enter Leo all within like the next 24 to 48 hours. So I'm like, oh, maybe that's like why we were meant to record today, even though I thought for a second we might not have been.
I know. It didn't feel like it was going to happen there for a bit. But I want to ask you, with all these energies that are going on, you feeling? Like, how do you feel? Do you feel spicy? Do you feel happy, tired? ¿Qué onda?
¿Qué onda? Oh, wait. Okay. Maria loves when I say Spanish words.
The best.
In like a white girl English tone. You might you might get a couple of those. You might ¿Qué onda? I'm tired. I'm really tired.
Same. Yeah. Also a little spicy. I'm a little spicy too.
Well, can I just kind of like put the spirit realm on blast? Because you literally just came across a rattlesnake in your backyard. Like casual. So casual. Yeah. Well, how do we feel about that?
Well, I mean, I understand that there's symbolism there, right? Transformation, death, rebirth, all the things from a spiritual perspective, which I'm still processing. However, just from a 3D lens, totally uncalled for. Who wants a rattlesnake in their backyard? Like, seriously. I had to call the fire department to come get it out. Like, yeah. And it was a big sucker too. You know, you actually were on the phone with me when it happened.
I was literally like, what just happened? She never screams like this. Like, crazy. It was one of those moments where it was like, oh, she reacted like that and it's so out of character. So I knew something was wrong.
Oh, it was bad. Also, not only do I not react that way, but I also don't jump fences. And I did that too. So it was just like a lot of firsts there.
Wait, I'm sorry. Okay, so people don't know this about you. And this is actually one of my favorite things about you. If I haven't already told you, you're from the hood. You have a hood side to you. So you were jumping fences hood style.
Well, you know, my mind did all kinds of things, right? It just started thinking about like, do snakes actually climb walls? How did it get in here? My walls are very high and this fence is metal. Maybe it'll slip off of this. So I'm going for the fence because I don't know if they can go ahead and like, climb up those. So yeah, that was a very interesting thing, but I'm super excited to be here with you because I've got some questions for you.
Okay. I know I'm like, oh wait, interview mode, but actually you're interviewing me. So I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. But can I just ask like one little like selfish question? Because we dabble in the world of, you know, the shamanic realm. I met our shaman through you. You totally linked me and Nicole up with her. And we think that there's symbolism in everything, right? That's there's symbolism in everything. That's just what the shamanic way is, I suppose. So what was the symbolism of a rattlesnake in your backyard?
You went there.
I did.
Love it. Yeah, apparently I'm just, there was a lot of symbolism there. The rattlesnake was not coiled. It was just stretched out. It was so calm. It was relaxed. It didn't even look at me or flinch when I opened my back door. The fence. Yeah, like I was the one that was acting all extra, right? I think I cussed, I slammed the door, and then I ran and I jumped a fence. So, yeah, I spoke with my shaman about it, and we kind of tried to do a little bit of digesting and processing. And
Mhm.
pretty much the symbolism was there's transformation going on. So,
Mhm.
obviously, the shedding of the current self, which we're always evolving, as you know, right?
Mhm.
Part of the process. It's like she says, the shaman dies every day. So
Mhm.
it was just trying to tell me, like, there's nothing to fear in the process of the transformation that I'm going through right now. Like, be calm and relaxed about it because you're protected. And then when I jumped the fence, she told me, have the energy to jump over those obstacles that are coming. I was like, all right, I got it. Yeah. So that was what you said. Thoughts?
Well, very timely for the astrology we have coming up. So I'm like, oh, this is why. This is
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But I mean, at least we get a good laugh out of it, right?
Every time. Every time.
I know. I know. Yeah. Okay. So
Mhm.
what are you looking forward to in the second half of this year?
Personally or collectively?
Let's do personally. I want to speak more to Gabby right now. And then we can go collectively also. Look at you getting all uncomfortable.
Nom, 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 nom. You know how private I am, but like, kind of have to be out there for what we do in terms of like running an online business.
Yeah.
There's some stuff that you know about.
Mhm.
I'm sure I'll talk about it, but in the second half of this year, I'm not going to say exactly when. I am going through the process of potentially
Mhm.
doing plant medicine. So we will see. I've talked about that a couple times. So I'm excited to see what that could potentially bring. I will also say, I tapped in for myself on my birthday, and my guides wouldn't let me see for the second half of this year. And it's interesting because, so the second half of this year in October and November, that brings us the Venus and Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. And Venus retrogrades in the same sign every 8 years. So the last time that happened was October, November of 2018. Maria, I don't know if I told you this, but that's exactly when my spiritual awakening had happened. And so because of that retrograde being like a cyclical thing, I know it's going to bring something back in terms of like a chapter closing or, something new beginning. But that actually was a really significant chapter in my personal life. So I think there's going to be a significant change in my personal life around that time.
Ooh, was it
Mhm.
good back in 2018? Or, I mean, what was
No,
that?
but
No?
but
'Cause,
but
I
I
mean,
mean,
good sometimes, right?
well, I think it's good because it put me on this path, and I would have never met you. I think I would have met you in some capacity, but I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now.
Mhm. Friend, honestly, I don't think there's any way you could have avoided ever just getting away from this. Eventually, it would have happened, okay? Take it from me. I tried to run. It doesn't happen.
Okay, can I put you on blast just a little bit?
Sure, go ahead. Yeah.
So when you just said that, I was like, okay, so I study Maria. I just need everyone to know this. If you're listening, like I am fascinated by you. I admire you, and I equal parts love you. I probably love you more than all of that. But it's like you do this really cool thing with your ojitos.
Mhm. These ones right here.
Yes.
Yes.
And when you're downloading, you're getting psychic information, your eyes do a really fun thing. And it's so cool to watch because I was like, what did she just get? So yeah.
What do I do? Do I go cross-eyed? What do I do?
It's like a
Tell me.
stare. It's a Scorpio stare because you're a Scorpio and hiding.
Yeah,
And you
how funny
stare
would it be
intently.
though if I did go cross-eyed?
You're not a Taurus, you're a Scorpio. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, cool. Well, friend, whatever the second half brings, I'm sure it's going to be great. And as
Mhm.
always, I'm
Mhm.
here. Phone call
Yes.
away.
Yes.
Okay. Next question.
Oh,
I don't
mhm.
know if I'm going to go ahead and ask this question correctly.
Okay.
What's your favorite or least part of astrology? Like what's your favorite planets? Like in terms
Oh.
of like example Jupiter because it brings blessings. Like is
Mhm.
like the nodes. Like what is it? Tell me what's your favorite and what's your least favorite?
I have a new appreciation for the shadow side of astrology because I'm going to create like a post around this. Maybe I'll do this beforehand, but there's actually something I think I meant to dive deeper about. I think you're actually supposed to break out of your chart. I don't think your chart is supposed to apply to you for your entirety of your lifetime. And I kind of came to this conclusion on my own. I really appreciate understanding the shadow parts of
Mhm.
the planetary placements within one's person's charts because I think it gives them an opportunity to expand their consciousness in maybe a way that they were meant to or not meant to. So breaking out of charts,
Mhm.
I think is one of my newer findings. I think my least favorite thing would be probably, like the pop astrology, like everyone online is saying the same shit. Like, I'm like, okay, give me something more. Cause I'm right. Like I'm built to go deep because I have so much water in my chart. Like I think I have like 8 placements in water. And all that to say, I'm like, I need more because that's just, I'm a Jupiter ruled chart. Pisces is ruled by Jupiter and Neptune, depending on what time period you're looking at.
Mhm.
So I would say that. And my favorite placement, my favorite planet's Saturn.
Oh, is that right?
Uh-huh.
Saturn. Okay. Well, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that before.
It's a newfound respect. How's that?
Oh, is it? Yeah. Why is that?
Because it dragged me. It dragged
Oh,
me.
yeah. Yeah, it
But I
did.
appreciate it.
I know. It was kind of disrespectful too, but there's always that payoff, right?
And that's the thing. I think people are like, oh, like Venus and Jupiter. And for sure, like they're the benefics and they do pay, but too much of a good thing can be too much of a good thing. Whereas Saturn, I think, is really misunderstood. And sometimes I feel that way. But Saturn, like, he's a hard ass. But like, if you do what he's asking you to do, depending on where he's at in your chart, natally and transiting, there is reward there.
Yeah, I love that.
Hmm.
Also, I think going back to what you were talking about with people breaking out of their chart
Yeah.
and also you being like wanting to go deeper with things and helping people
Hmm.
with that aspect of their lives, I think it just goes to show just like all the work that you've done on your own shadow work
Hmm.
journey and also just like your consciousness and where it's at. Because
Oh.
that's going to be very helpful to many people. And yeah, I just can't wait to see how.
Aw. Are you gonna make me cry? Am I gonna be the first time? Is this gonna be like what makes me cry on the podcast?
I don't know. I kind of hope so.
See, she's a Scorpio in hiding, man. She's twisted.
A little bit. A little bit. Okay.
Okay.
So, as a spiritual girly, what do you like to do for movement, to move that energy through your body? Like what kind of exercise
Mm.
or just like self care? What do you like to do?
I think the thing I do the most, which is probably when our church sessions are occurring, is walking. But I mean, I love lifting weights because I've noticed that lifting weights really helps me to not just only feel my best, but I process the energy differently when I'm consistently weight training. And I really like sweating, and particularly, actually, I got back into hot yoga because of you. So that's been something that's been more recent. So hot yoga, those three.
Oh, I love that.
Hmm.
Yeah, so important. And the nature walks, so great just to get out, right?
Hmm.
And
Totally.
connect that way. I love that. What about the yoga? Are you going to like a yoga sculpt or is it like a hot yoga where it's
Oh,
just like a flow or what kind of yoga are you
oh, I did yoga sculpt yesterday.
doing?
HPF was really tough, hot power fusion, but I do think I just like the regular vinyasa. Like hot yoga is the best.
Me too. I went to yoga sculpt yesterday
Hmm.
with our girl Coley.
Hmm. Hey,
Died
girl.
in that class. It was intense, but I'm gonna go back. It was good. Yeah,
Oh man, yeah.
I know. So all good stuff. Okay. Favorite book, and it doesn't have to be spiritual.
Oh my God. I mean, it's interesting because I love a good. I love a good fuck. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like I said. It's not what I said. I love a good smut book.
Right?
Smut, yeah. Maybe the other two. But Harry Potter. I mean, it's probably going to be like my all-time favorite. I actually feel the call to reread it.
Mhm.
Um, I love the Fourth Wing series. I like from a self-help perspective. I don't think I have one favorite, but if I had to, it'd probably be Harry Potter. And then anything by Michael Singer. He wrote Living Untethered, Wisdom Untethered. It's really good. It's super dense, but they're all really good.
Okay, nice.
Mhm.
So is this the book format or audiobook?
You know what? I actually really enjoy like picking up a book and like reading. I'll do both. I know when I was like at the beginning of my spiritual awakening, just for the sake of time, and I didn't realize it, but I was expanding my clairaudience. I
Mhm.
would get a lot of like audiobooks, and that was almost like training my ability to hear. And I don't know if you had this experience, but in the process of expanding your gifts, did your hearing become more sensitive? Because I can hear things like across the room. Like when my dad's sleeping, I was like, I literally just heard him breathe. And
Mhm.
I shouldn't
Yeah.
have, you know?
Yeah, I use, loop earplugs
Mhm.
at night for sleep, and then sometimes I use the Engage ones just during the day, even when
Oh,
people are around. I can still hear them pretty well with those, but, the difference is it kinda, like, takes that sting from the high pitches or, the voices and stuff like that, like, from screams and stuff. So, yeah, I've become pretty sensitive to sleep and stuff, which is also part of the reason why sometimes audiobooks and listening to podcasts and stuff can just become, like, a little overstimulating, but,
totally.
yeah, all a part
Yeah.
of the journey, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. So lately, I would say hardcover books are the actual format of it.
Cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay. Let's see, what else do I have here? Skincare. Yeah,
Okay.
love
So,
skincare.
Miracle Youth face masks that you can purchase from Stylevana.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay, I'll write that one down for myself.
And right. And then La Rich Pussy, La Roche Posay.
The first time you said that, I was like, "What?" I've never heard of that before.
Oh my God. So anything from them, because it's French and the French really do have amazing skincare. I would say I really like The Ordinary. So I like their serums. I really want to do some lasers, but I need to do more research on that. So those are a little bit more heavy lifting since, I'm entering my not mid 30s just yet, but we're approaching that period of time. Number one, SPF all day, baby. SPF all day.
Toe, head to toe.
Head
Mhm.
to toe, mummy up. And then I actually just use like the mineral CeraVe one, but you actually have some really solid recommendations. I want to hear what you have to say about that because I go to you for that
Oh,
because you do all the research. But you and Lydia, and our mutual friend Ivana, you guys all have. See, how do you see it? I can't even say that. It's on the video.
yeah,
Eat them, eat them.
yeah,
Yep. I want
yeah.
that. I just haven't gotten it yet or made the effort to go.
I own this lip balm in every color.
How many colors are
I
there?
love it. Well, I don't know, there's quite a bit, like 10 or something, but this even works as a plumper. It has peptides in it, and
Oh,
so it's like skincare in a lip
oh,
balm. It has peptides,
oh.
it also exfoliates your lips.
Hmm.
So, yeah, it takes care of that.
Hmm.
Really nice stuff, and it's thick, but it's not goopy. Highly
Hmm.
recommend this, and thank you, Lydia, because she did put me onto it, and now I'm addicted. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. I literally just made, actually, I'm going to go on Friday with Brianna at time of recording. So this will be like the 4th of July weekend. We're going to go to Din Tai Fung and Ulta. So it's on my list.
Mi corazón. Didn't I know, I know. Are you gonna have a lychee
Martina,
martini for
I
me?
sure am. I
Send me a picture
sure
for sure. I need to see it.
am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Favorite food?
Okay. It's two things. It's my mom's chicken soup or pizza, specifically toppers from where I'm from.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Hmm.
What's special about your mom's chicken soup? How does she make it?
Because it's made with love. I
Yeah,
want to have more.
the Korean was gonna ask you about food. You just knew it.
Oh, it's so basic. It's like caldo. It's the chicken and the potatoes and the celery and the carrots and then the red rice. And then I add a little tortilla salsa and lemon, and it's just so good.
So a really good old fashioned caldo de pollo then.
Oh, so good. And it never goes out of style.
Never. It's
Mhm.
so good. Yum. Very exciting. Okay. Well, that's all I have for questions
No,
for you, friend. I know that was pretty quick, like a rapid fire session.
I
How do
love
you
it.
feel?
I feel really good, but I actually want to ask you some questions.
Thank you.
I know you're supposed to interview me, but I was just like, I got questions for her.
Okay. Shoot. What is it?
Okay, so you and our shaman, I haven't said her name on here because I don't know if she wants me to. She's super private. So, anyways, Yeah, you two are right here, like the gold standard. And for me, for psychics, and amongst other people too, but I'm just obviously I'm closer to you and her. So tell me why or what. What makes you impressed with people in the spiritual space, and why are you not impressed with people in the spiritual space?
Okay. First of all, thank you so much for all the sweet compliments.
It's
You
so true.
are just a sweetheart, and I feel the same about you. You are extremely talented. Um, what makes me impressed? I think what makes me impressed is people who are just genuine,
Hmm.
who are just about the craft, like they talk their talk, whatever it is that they're preaching or talking to people about, like they live that also, they embody it. So I love seeing that when people are embodied, like when they embody whatever it is that they're working on, like for example, I love when I talk to you and you're just like talking about astrology. I love it. I love to hear you say, because for me, I know that's true because it's in my chart. You know what I mean? It's like one of the things that I love to hear you say, and not saying that you have to have all the answers or anything like that, but I think there's something to be said about somebody who actually follows their own craft too, you
Hmm.
know? So
Hmm.
that's something that makes me impressed by people. It feels
Yeah.
very genuine, it feels very raw. And I mean, people just can really feel when you're putting something out that is genuine and also when you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, totally.
What doesn't impress me would be when probably when people are trying to do something that is not authentic to them because you can usually tell. So just like the opposite, the duality of what I just said, that impresses me by
Yeah.
people. I do feel that shadow work is a part of the path, whether you're a spiritual girly in this space or whether you're just living your life normally, right?
Hmm.
That it's a responsibility for people to do that. And obviously, they have to do that at a time where they feel like they're safe and they create a safe space to do that. Like, I'm not knocking any of that situation, the circumstances as to when people come to their own healing in their life. I think it just depends on the person, on the individual. But I do have a lot of respect for people when they decide to open that door and start peeking at that, on the inside. So
Hmm.
I think it's very important. And actually, that impresses me more than anything now that I'm thinking about it. So,
Oh, okay. What do you think that that's actually what is lacking in the spiritual space? Like more of that, or what do you feel like maybe they're because we've had this conversation many times. It's almost like people are doing so much of the same. Like it's almost like clickbait, or it's like this major transit's happening and it's explained in
right.
a very similar way. But where do you think there's, I guess, an opportunity for people to dive in and talk more about?
Well, I think I'm not really out there on social media much or like looking
Hmm.
at what other people are doing. A lot of the interaction that I have in the spiritual community is very small. It's you, your sister,
Hmm.
it's like a couple of other spiritual girlies too that I have, my shaman and people that I've met in that community. So I think that as far as what I've seen online, or even when I started my journey, I felt like it was lacking, in
Hmm.
this the shadow work. It's almost as though sometimes I felt like people didn't want to talk about it too much, right? I don't know if that was because of fear or because it's just not the brand or whatever the case may be. Um, but I think it's something that needs to be recognized and it needs to be spoken about just as much as the light, right? Because there would be no light without the darkness and vice versa. So I think it's something where we can grow more and we can talk about it, normalize it, and just hold space for the people that need to just start that journey in healing. So
Hmm.
whether it's a friend and you just talk to them on the phone every day, you just hear them, and sometimes that's all people need, but it's creating that safe space for people and people need to feel
Yeah.
safe in order to be able to want to start peeling back layers because it's not an easy thing at all. It's not,
Hmm.
probably the most difficult and also most rewarding thing that you can do for yourself in your own life, at least this is my opinion, is to start working on yourself,
Hmm.
back to self, And the rewards are always, and not that you need to look at it from the lens of, oh, if I do this, then I'm going to get this. That's not what I'm saying. But there is a reward of you coming back to self, you feeling grounded, feeling in the present moment, loving your life, starting to realize that a lot of your external reality has so much to do with your internal process as well, right? And the more work you do on yourself, the more you will start seeing it be reflected back to you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just a big fan of shadow work.
Yeah. To add to that point, I'm going to share a statistic. I was like, oh, I can't wait to tell her this because I actually came across it last night and I put the two to two together because so much of astrology and also like dabbling with the subconscious is pattern recognition for yourself and for others, right? If you are doing shadow work. And the way that I like to like look at shadow work is like understanding your own personal flavor of fear, but it's also exploring your subconscious, right? So that's the 5% of your conscious mind. Well, 5% of your mind is conscious, and then 95% of it is the subconscious. And guess what I just learned last night? And this is like, oh, this is how it kind of turns back into the astrology in one's natal chart, right? Because your natal chart is a picture of the sky at the moment of your birth. But 95%, much like the subconscious, but 95% of space is unexplored. Like there is no information about that because we haven't gone and ventured out to that. So that connected to the subconscious, I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. This is like a link, right? So anyways, I wanted to share. What?
That is so fucking cool. I know. That is so cool. And it's not a coincidence at all. You lost that. Oh my God. That's
like,
wild.
I was like, where'd she go? This is like a conversation truly. Like it doesn't happen too often that Maria pauses and like doesn't say anything. I'm like, wait, what? Like, so it's usually, something.
I know. That's really cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I definitely would like to hear more about that.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay. I'm curious. What's your favorite book? Maybe spiritual. What's your favorite spiritual book?
I don't know. I was thinking about this because I knew you were going to ask me. I was like, you better have something ready. But I really like, and I think it's fiction, but I did get caught up in just the story itself. It was a really good plot, really good storyline, and I enjoyed it so much. I did listen to it on audiobook. I like The Alchemist a lot. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Another one that I enjoyed pretty early on, which I think is about his spiritual journey throughout his life. And your sister, Nicole, actually recommended it.
Oh, really?
It's really good. It's by Matthew McConaughey. That's such a good book. I love it. And I just like the way he engages with everything that he's saying, right? Like the way that he, for example, if he's talking about the time he lived in Australia, sorry, spoiler alert, everyone, then he'll take on the persona of the person that he's speaking about in that moment. So like the dad, and all of a sudden he has that Australian accent. So it's so cool. So cool to listen to. It's really nice just to hear people's perspectives on their own spiritual journey and how they go about it and the things that they learn and what the takeaways. So cool.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Matthew's voice. And also we were just talking about it during one of our church sessions with his book, Green Lights, which Nicole's read, you've read. I'm like, okay, I need to get on there. So I'm going to actually get that book and then Atomic Habits because I oscillate between smut and self-help. And I just finished like 5 smut books in a row. So it's time for some self-help. But Danny McConaughey, he's super spiritual.
Oh, he is. Totally. Yeah. Wait till you listen to this book or when you read it. You're going to love it.
Yeah. Okay. I will. I'll check it out. Okay. What are your favorite beauty treatments?
Oh, dear God. The list goes on and on. You know me. I love beauty. Are we talking skincare, like skincare, morning skincare, afternoon brands? Are we talking about Botox? What are we talking about here?
I mean, let's do heavy duty because I'm like gearing towards heavy duty. So like Botox, fillers, lasers, all of that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is going to be kind of boring. The only thing I've done so far is Botox, and I'm a huge fan. I love Botox, but I am looking into doing, I think the name of the laser is ZERF. And
Surf.
it's,
Okay.
yeah. And it's like a laser similar to thermage, but not at, it's a lot newer technology.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently it's supposed to turn back the time
Mm-hmm.
quite a bit. And the results last for, depending on how good your skin is, anywhere from a year to more. So I was like, okay, man, maybe I'll try that sometime
Mm-hmm.
this year because, yeah, I mean, I love the skincare stuff and the beauty.
This is where I'm like, oh, okay, she's actually a Taurus.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, skincare, number one thing, sunscreen. I
Ah, right.
love sunscreen. Korean sunscreens are so nice from Stylevana, where I place my orders. Good stuff. It's
Mm-hmm.
just, oh, something about the formulations. They're very like, I don't know, what's the word that I want to say? Very luxurious, you know, like you put them on and they just sink into your skin. You don't have that greasy feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, highly recommend everyone.
And here's the thing too. Like I know people are, and I respect the more, I guess, holistic approach by some people that like geared towards and navigate in this space, but I'm all about preventative measures. And Maria, you cut up literally, well, I don't actually, I guess it's very literal for me to say this. You literally cut up dead body parts for a living because you're in histology. And we had this conversation. We're like, oh yeah, should we not do, or should I not do sunscreen? Blah blah. And you're like, Gabby, I'd like just cut up someone with cancer, like because they weren't wearing SPF. Yeah, we're not doing that. So I learned from you.
Sunscreen is a must, you know, whether it's because you live in Arizona and it's super hot or it doesn't matter where you live. Like the sun is
Mhm,
the sun and it's going to come for you. Okay. It's going to age you. So
mhm.
even if for some reason you don't want to wear sunscreen, look at it from a vanity perspective. Put it on, right, Gabby?
I'm so fucking vain. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I was like wrapped up in grease and like even just walking down the street, like there was no exposure. And yes, you guys, I take vitamin D supplements and I do go in the sun, but I'm very, I don't know, I'm just very crazy about that. I get so much hate about it online, but I don't even care.
That is funny. Well, you know, everyone can have their opinions. That's fine.
Mhm, that is fine. I agree. Okay.
Continue to do you. Mhm.
Now I want to ask. Okay, I am curious. I guess it's a two-part question.
Okay.
Because you're a highly predictive psychic,
Oh,
and you get a lot of access that is of a top tier, if you will. And this is why I'm just like I love studying you. It's from a place of study and admiration. What do you think the second half of 2026 is going to bring us? And oh my god, 2027. What do you think about 2027?
ooh. You know, the second half of 2026 and also into 2027,
Mm-hmm.
I've been feeling, and this is so crazy. Let me know what you think because I am by no means an astrologer, guys. She's the expert on this, but that Taurus and Chiron shift,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I feel like it's just going to be doing a lot of having the collective in general just face the concepts that have to do in their 3D reality, which is their own physical body, their work structure, their successes, you know, just anything that is physical. Family, too. I think it's just going to bring up a lot of things for people and just have us really look inward and look at where we can do better or if we're living according to our values or our fulfillment. So that's kind of what I see as far as that hap- happening with Taurus and Chiron. And you can go ahead and speak to this a lot better than I can because you know more about it. So I want to know, what are your thoughts with it?
I think on a collective level, I agree with everything you said because I think that on a personal level is going to be so true and valid. I think our money system is going to change. Like, I think our potentially form of currency, like our economy is going through it. We're both in the States for context for our worldwide listeners. But also, like, I think I even see that happening. Like, when I was in Greece, I was like, oh, the euro is doing way better than the USD right now. So, I think we're going to see something happen on that forefront. But I'm curious, do you think that it'll be easier than when Chiron was in Aries? Because what I noticed about Chiron and Aries over the last 7 to 8 years is there was a lot of identity shift within people.
Absolutely.
So,
I felt like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
oh, I'm just curious because you're getting information from, because you get access to the masters, which I think is so cool.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about this yesterday for some reason, and it
Oh,
was
okay.
very interesting because I felt like Chiron and Aries was about the I am. It was
Hmm.
a lot about your identity and just like healing a lot of wounds with respect to that, and trying to break out of self imposing limitations as far as your own self and who people have told you that you are, like tribal programming and just, the consensus that's out there, and also just following the herd and social media and those pressures and stuff like that. So I think it was bringing up a lot for people in general with that.
Hmm.
Felt like very heavy third chakra energy to me.
Yeah. So we've had the discussion before where we agree that it's so annoying, but like intuitives, healers, people working in this space go through it maybe before most of the collective does.
Mhm.
So, what do you think are maybe common challenges that healers can anticipate moving forward now that we've had so much already thrown our way?
Hmm. Actually, it's funny that you say that because I have been working with a few healers, and I can always see a common theme amongst people that I'm working with at the time. And it seems like going into 2027, starting now, one of the things that's being asked is to be more in your physical body. Because as healers, sometimes we can get top heavy with our chakras, right? Because we have access to information. It's nice. We like to be in another place or whatever that looks like for people. So I feel like we're being asked to be more in our body and ground and be present so that that information we can access and bring it and ground it more easily, and also just be able to help other people from more of a grounded place. So it's kind of like setting a foundation with the
Yeah.
grounding at the moment.
Mm. Yeah, go listen to the most recent episode that Maria was on with the show. I think it was last year, and you did a really phenomenal job of explaining like really simple and free and basic ways to ground. So that was really helpful, and I think it landed so well with our audience because we got so much good feedback about that. Thank you for sharing that. I have a question. What's what's your favorite chakra?
My favorite chakra. I would say heart.
Oh, why? And which is the most challenging to work with as well?
Um, the heart chakra, because I felt like the heart chakra was probably one of the most challenging ones to work with personally,
Hmm.
just because my boundaries were pretty strong. So I had to work on opening up the heart chakra and just breaking down some of those walls. So, yeah, and I also think it's a beautiful chakra. There's so much that you can see there just in people's energy.
Hmm.
And I've been blessed to see some people with some of the most beautiful hearts. So kindness and love and all that stuff. It's nice to see it.
Hmm.
And challenging, I would say the I am, the third chakra. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a very
Can
tough, which is an earth chakra, right? Three. Yeah. Makes sense. So, yeah, I have found that that one's pretty challenging, just in the sense of just the constant shedding that goes on and the identity for me, from going from just being like a logical, practical Taurus, and then shifting over into an awakening, and then also on the other side as a spiritual girly, right?
Mhm.
That was a huge transition from night and day for me. So just shedding the old self and getting rid of those layers of who I used to be that I was very attached to. It was
Mhm.
very comfortable in the 3D. So that was not no walk in the park. I'll say that. But now
Oh
we're
my
here. We're good.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what do you think is because this just show, I mean, this is like what I've surmised from just like observing the audience and working with them and then like looking at the stats and stuff. We have a lot of psychics that listen to this show, and it's been really cool to support people from, various people's process points, like wherever they're at in their process, where I've been at, where our guests have been at, and so forth. What do you think has been the most challenging thing about jumping to higher levels of consciousness, because I don't feel like that's really ever talked about. And then I also, to that point about the solar plexus, I had 2 clients this past week, which I thought was really timely. They're like, yeah, I don't really hear or see too much about like how to help the solar plexus, like, and to
Mhm.
improve that. And I was like, well, it's because most people don't do it. So that's why.
Yeah. So I would say that a challenging aspect can be once you start doing it, right? Is you're expanding your consciousness is what you're doing.
Hmm.
So while you're expanding your consciousness, as you know, you start getting to a certain level when you start working with spirit in a way where you're co-creating now, and you can't really shut that door and decide you don't want to do that anymore because it's a
Yeah.
way of living, right? And I mean that like honestly, like from a place of just like observation, but also living through it, right? It's like it's a beautiful process to go through because you do realize that hey, I have a lot more, I don't want to say control because you know control is an illusion and that's not true, but I actually do have a say in how I co-create from a
Hmm.
place of my own process and internally from where
Hmm.
I have come so far, right? Like with your healing journey, that's how you start to feel. And it's true. That's very true. But then you also start looking at everything and you start realizing that your reality is mirroring back to you. So sometimes when you're ready to learn something else, say it's accountability and you're working with someone, for example, if you have a job and let's just say your boss is not accountable or something, right? It's reflecting something back to you. Like everyone's reality around you is reflecting something back to you. And it doesn't have to be negative, right? It could be positive stuff too. But just taking ownership like of what's yours, I guess is what I'm saying. Like the responsibility that you have moving forward. If you're going to continue to live on a conscious path, you can't just decide like, okay, I'm done. I didn't like this, so I'm not going to do it anymore. You can try, but it's just not going to happen.
Hmm. Hmm.
What do you think?
Oh man. I feel like I got multiple answers to this. Yeah, once you expand your consciousness, you cannot go back. But I think I wish I would have, I mean, like anyone, I guess maybe this is like my control. It would have been so nice to have some type of roadmap or have an idea of what I was getting into. But then at the same time, it's like, no, Gab, you wouldn't have done it, you know? And that's actually part of the mystery. It's like you kind of, it's, you get a really, you get a really solid understanding of fear and how it works for you personally. And that's the whole point, because that's quite literally like exploring your subconscious, because your subconscious is quite literally like your fear. It's the unknown, right? And in a weird, like, juxtaposition type of way, it's actually supported me in becoming more grounded and present by being more comfortable with the unknown, because I'm like, okay, like the worst that could possibly happen in some way, like whether it's been death, whether it's been like financial, whether it's been like having to leave my family to go do my shadow work, which I didn't realize what it was at the time, even though I consciously agreed to it. It came back to me in different ways and it was so much better. But you have to be willing to make that commitment. And I think that's actually a good thing that I didn't know at the beginning, because then I wouldn't have done it.
That's very profound for
Yeah.
sure, right?
Yeah.
But you're right. The mystery, the spirit, and never knowing how things are going to unfold is all part of the process. And also, this is going to sound twisted, but it's kind of fun sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, and I agree. Sometimes not knowing is actually that's the blessing in itself,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because then you come out of it on the other side, and it's like to me, I look at it as the best act of self care that you can give yourself. It's also a lot of self love, self acceptance, just looking at those parts of yourself that we bury, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So that's honestly the best thing that you can do for yourself is to do exactly what you did, to just
Yeah.
work on yourself and grow
Oh,
from
I learned from you. You went first. I was like,
there.
you
No,
go first. You first, Bestie, and then I'll go.
so funny. Yeah.
Oh, 2025 was a year. But you know what? To that point about like, well, what do you think's happening for healers, which is kind of like part of the reason why I asked that question. I
Mhm.
actually think that's going to be part of Chiron and Taurus and whatever happens in 2027. I think a lot of people or more people, I think they're going to be exploring their shadows without even realizing that they're doing it. Like there's some type of energy, and I'm in my third eye, I'm seeing it right now around February of next year. Like something's going to occur,
Oh,
some type of
nice.
shift. Mm-hmm.
Huh. Well, I can't wait to see what that looks like. Yeah. It's going to be fun, huh?
It'll be real fun. Okay, I have a couple more questions and we'll wrap it up because, as you know, we could just talk forever.
3 hours later, right?
For
Yeah.
real. I think you guys, well, I mean, we've visited each other, but I think our longest phone conversation has been upwards of like 5 hours, like close to it.
And I didn't even realize that was the case, right?
We were just vibing for sure. We were like downloading and just you're in the present. You're in the present, actually.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and it's a gift.
It totally is. Yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite area of this work in terms of like modality? Mediumship, astrology, channeling, shadow work? Tell me all the things.
Huh. You know, that's a good question because I enjoy a lot of parts of it.
Hmm.
I definitely enjoy everything that you just said.
Hmm.
I think everything has a time and a place. And I think with modalities, it's always so cool to see how people, master that individually. Like, for example, like you with your astrology, you know, um, and even people who like human design and stuff like that or gravitate and use that to help others. I feel like the modalities, they're just going to vibe differently with people, right? So it speaks
Yeah.
to the energy and what people are looking for and what they need in that time and just what they feel comfortable with. But I feel like they all kind of do the same thing,
Hmm.
right? Just in very different ways. Um,
Hmm.
so I enjoy bits and pieces of all of it. I think for me, one thing that I really enjoy, I love being present. So I really jumped into the whole being present moment focus, the grounding, starting to realize that people needed a little bit more of that, just like for their day to day activities and also just in general, healers and just like people that would come to me that are not healers, right? Who are just like involved with social media a lot or feel like they're constantly futurizing or they're stuck in the past or feel like they're at a block and they need to move forward. I just felt like a lot of, at least what I've seen is a lot of people are not really living in the now. They're chasing
Hmm.
something else or they're getting pulled in a different direction. So it's been really neat to just observe and just realize how important it is. And I know that people are probably thinking, like, well, that sounds pretty basic, but I really challenge people to try it and see what they think and how they feel. There's a difference that you feel when you're in the present moment. You feel alive, you feel happy, you feel at peace,
Yeah.
and if you're like anxious, a lot of the times it's coming from the past or from the future. Of course, there's things that can happen to us in the now too that are going to activate those senses and our nervous system as well. But there's something to be said about being in the present because you're actually living your life. You're showing up for it. You're enjoying your kids. You're enjoying your job. This conversation I'm having with Gabby right now, I'm enjoying it. And there's
Hmm.
nowhere else that I'm at right now. I'm just here with you. So,
Hmm.
like, it's a beautiful experience. Memories happen in the now. Life happens in the now. Your future starts in the now. You start thinking about goals for the future in the now. So, like, if you really think about it, I think it's just something that we're pulled away from constantly, especially with social media and just the way that we have access to things nowadays. Like when I grew up, you had to call someone and,
Hmm.
depending on who answered, you got that message or sometimes you did, sometimes you didn't, you just had to call back. Now we've gotten so accustomed to, I'm going to send this person a text message. Well, I sent this person a text message. It's been an hour and they haven't text back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, well, that person's probably busy.
Yeah.
But
Totally.
my point is the way we have access to information is insane in comparison to what it used to be like. People used to be able to play outside and be in the now and do all these things and enjoy nature and stuff like that because, they didn't have so much access to all these things now. So,
Yeah.
They're
And
portal.
honestly, it's like access to human, it's to one's literally energy. It's literally access to like their consciousness. I'm like, oh yeah, I actually learned that from you. And honestly, I would say our girlfriend Kelly, shout out to our girlfriend Kelly at time of recording. It's her birthday. Um, Maria's favorite season. I can answer this for you, is Cancer, by the way.
Oh, dear God. No, it's not. Which is fascinating. I never thought that was going to be the case because, like, I have so many cancers in my life. You know that.
So
And
many cancers.
yeah, even Callie, she's another one of, my cancer besties. And I'm just like, cancer season comes around though. And I'm like, no puedo. You know, I cannot.
Well, I mean, I really learned from the both of you. It was like, it's okay to like wait a minute or like an hour or a day to text someone back, you know? And
Yeah.
just, yeah, I like to be in the now moment. But oh, it makes me laugh because you really do have so many cancers. And then it's like that season just for the last few years has not been it. So
It hasn't. So that's something that I really enjoy in this space because I think it's something that can speak to pretty much all levels, anyone,
yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Yeah. So I love that. I love that. And, all the other stuff is fun too. I enjoy it as well.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. There's just a lot out there.
I have a question. And I think this might be my final question because I think it's a really good one to wrap up on. So you work with clients in a one-to-one setting.
Hmm.
You have for, oh my gosh, almost 2 years now? A year and a half?
Yeah. About
Wow.
a year and a half.
Year and a half. That's, oh my gosh, what is time? This year is flying by.
Yeah.
What has been, let's say, equal parts rewarding and disappointing in terms of like working with them? Like, what's, I guess, your favorite and least part about it? And how can people work with you? Because, and even get a reading with you too. And we'll make sure that that is linked in the show notes because also, guys, Maria is actually my personal go to reader. She's the family reader too. Like, she just doesn't miss. And so you definitely want to check her out. But yeah, I want to hear your thoughts on it.
Well, thank you, friend. You are so sweet. I swear. I don't even know what to do with all these compliments. I'm trying to hide it here.
Receive, receive.
Yeah. My favorite thing about working with people
Mhm.
has been just seeing magic unfold in their lives
Yeah.
through the process, through their own process. It's been fun to just watch them grow and really rise to that challenge. I think that so long as you have willingness and you're open to reflect, I
Hmm.
think that can really start things, you know, get the ball rolling in a different direction where you start taking the reins on your life and you choose to look at things and you watch it unfold and just notice how that process has changed their lives. And just being there for people for that ride has been so much fun. I've learned so much. I have become the student many times by
Oh,
watching their growth, and their evolution. And it just really makes me feel like it's so cool because magic does exist. Do you know
hmm,
what I mean? And the most disappointing thing has been what's been the disappointing thing? Because I feel like any part of anyone's process is a part of the journey. So I don't really feel like there's anything disappointing with that. I have experienced when people are not ready to start their journey, and you can see that a part of them is chomping at the bit and you want to help them. So it's just, for me, it was just learning that that's that person's personal responsibility to be able to open up and feel safe enough and want to work on themselves. And that's okay too. So it
yeah,
wasn't a disappointment. It was more of a realization that I had. Um, and I understand it. I understand it 100%. Things can get heavy, and not saying that working with me is, constant shadow work all the time. I mean, it's very dependent on what you're going through in your life and what you're wanting to work on, but it is something that will come up. It comes
yeah,
up for everyone.
hmm,
Yeah.
yeah. Ugh, I love that. Oh my God. Where can people find you and book with you? You're not really an Instagram girly, but
I was about to say, I don't even know why you asked.
but your link is out there and they can,
Yeah,
book a
well,
reading with you. It'll change their lives.
there you go. You guys, yeah, you can go ahead and put the link down there.
Yeah.
I really need to do something about, a website or something at some point. And if anyone's ever interested in what a coaching session looks like, you can also use that email and reach out and say that's something that you would want to be interested or if you want more information. But yeah.
Yay. You guys don't sleep on it. I'm not even kidding you. Maria is one of the very few people I go to in this space that I wholeheartedly trust with my energy. So, oh, thank you for doing this. I
Well,
love
thank
it.
you, friend. This was
Yeah.
great. It was fun.
And it was fun and it gave me energy. And I was so, and like, I don't know, I was moody. I was like, "Ah, what's going on? I'm not okay. And this just gave me life. So it was
You know,
as much a gift for me. Mhm.
yeah, I was a little spicy before this. So, yeah, it's nice.
That damn rattlesnake.
Oh, Dios mío. Don't drop another one, please. She is not ready or available for that.
You hear that, guys?
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you want to say bye with me?
Oh my God. Yes. Are
Okay,
we going to do a countdown first? Because I'm getting nervous. I feel like the buy is what's made me nervous from this whole conversation. I don't want to miss, you know?
Okay, yeah, we'll do a countdown.
All right.
Trays, dose.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna need people to go on YouTube and watch how you were dancing to that countdown. Espanol, I love it. I love it.
You ready for it again?
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Bye.
Bye.